Hello, how are you doing? I'm just going to give you a brief overview of the Leo application for the Samsung Smart TV. Currently it's available on the US App Store, and we're hoping to launch worldwide as soon as we possibly can, and to make it available to other platforms in the future. What Leo does basically is it allows you play videos from an attached USB hard drive, and it downloads information and fan art from Rotten Tomatoes, the tvdb.com and the moviedatabase.org to give you information about the movies and give you some fan art as well. So what the application originated from was when I plugged in my hard drive originally after buying the TV, I could navigate into Samsung Connect Share and view the movies, or view my movies and TV shows, as I'll just bring you through now. So this is how I do it. I'm going into my USB hard drive here. It's taking a few minutes to load up, or a few seconds. So I've got all my TV shows stored in there, in the TV shows folder. I've got, for example, Game of Thrones, and I've got them neatly put into different folders there, seasons 1 to 4. So you go into season 3 there, and the Connect Shared application will bring up those video files for me with a couple of thumbnails for them. So I thought I could improve on this, basically by downloading information to do with each one of those, and maybe keep an idea or keep track of what you've actually watched as well, to make it easier so you can move on to the next one when you're watching a series or whatever it is. As well as that, it can be hard to get an idea of what's actually going on in the episode from just watching a couple of thumbnail previews, you know. We see here, for example, in The King of Queens, sometimes you might go into some of these seasons and wonder whether you've seen it or not, if you want to stick on a new one. But there's not a lot of information there really, you know. So then going back out and into my movie files, you can see pretty quickly it's the same idea. I mean, you've got the titles there, and that's fair enough. Some of them are sitting in, some of the movie files are sitting in directories, which is fair enough. And you've got a few thumbnails as well. They take a while to load, and that works well. You know, you can go in, you can view the movies and everything else, but we can make it look a lot nicer. So by setting up the files in a particular format that you'll find on leosmartapp.com, or setting up in a certain way within a movies folder, TV shows folder, and making sure the files have the particular movie name or TV show name, we can scan the directory and make it look a lot nicer. So I've downloaded Leo from the Smart App Store. Let me just see it loading up now. Okay, so here I've been given a menu straight away so that I can browse the movies, browse my TV shows, update them, update my movies, update my TV shows, and I can also go to help there if I'm having issues, and it'll tell me exactly how to set up the video files on the hard disk. So if we go in and browse our movies, you can see straight away I've got 12 Years a Slave here. The fan art doesn't actually come up there in the background for that guy. 21 Jump Street, A Million Ways to Die in the West. By navigating to the side here, we can see some information about the movie, the runtime, the year, the rating, the Rotten Tomatoes critic score, the genre it's in, the actors and actresses in it, and some information about the actual movie itself. And you know, Leo plays all the video files that you'd expect, or the Samsung TV plays, so .mkvs, .avis, .mp4s, the whole lot. And because you're not streaming over a network or anything like that, it's a USB 3 hard drive, so it's very quick. There's no kind of, there's no buffering or anything like that. Like, that's full HD there, and it's running without a problem. You get all the kind of options from the Samsung video player. You can pause it obviously, or fast forward there quite quickly and jump into 40 minutes or 50 minutes through the movie, and brings it up very quickly, you know. I'll stop that and come out of there. I've got about 110, maybe 120, 130 movies here. You can jump up and down them in tens, just to make it quicker going through them. And you know, that's kind of the way the movies are, really, to be honest. Once you've viewed a movie, if you're going to view Full Metal Jacket here, I'll kick off there. You notice here when I come back out of Full Metal Jacket though, that here on the description now I've got a little green icon, so I've seen that I've actually watched Full Metal Jacket. And that obviously when you leave the app and come back in, that obviously stays there. So I watched Frozen there a while ago. So coming out and browsing the TV shows, it's much the same. You get some fan art there for Arrested Development, Breaking Bad, Cracker, whatever it is, Game of Thrones. So here in Game of Thrones, you see again, you get some information about the series. You go in, you see the different seasons. If you go into season 4 there, so you see information about each particular episode, and you can go in and play that episode, obviously. I'll come back out of there. We see there, we've seen now the O'Keeper episode of that. So this showing King of Queens that I showed briefly a second ago on the native Connect Share way of going about watching the videos. So we go in here to King of Queens. I'm going to season 5. And sorry, going to season 5. And straight away, you know, you can jump up and down these in tens as well, obviously, but you can see exactly what each episode is all about, what's going on in each of them, and I can see if I can see quite easily as well whether I've seen the video before or not. So as I said, we get the movie information and the TV information from the moviedatabase.org, from Rotten Tomatoes, and from the tvdb.org websites. And obviously we're not making requests to them all the time. It's going through there's a website kind of buffer, I suppose that you call it, or a website cache that we get all the images and information from. The first time that the information and for each video is obtained the first time you update your videos, and that's stored locally on your TV. But for each of the images, we go off and get that in real time, because we can't store images on the TV itself, only text files. But that is a brief overview of Leo.